What's up, guys? Well, with every best comes a worst. With the top 10 best films of 2021, we obviously will have some stinkers as well. And today I do not have a top 10 worst list. I think that if I had a 6 through 10 on here, I don't know if some of them actually deserve to be on a worst of the year list. Just films that I necessarily didn't care for, but maybe didn't deserve to be on a list like this. I think 5 through 1 here are pretty bad though. So instead of doing a top 10 worst, you're getting a top 5 worst. Today, I'll be giving you my picks for the top 5 worst films of 2021. If you're interested in my top 10 picks for the best films of the year, the link will be in the description of this video, so definitely check that out as well. But today, we are talking about the 5 worst films of the year, in my humble opinion. And if you disagree, I totally respect that. So let's just get into it, guys. My 5th pick for the worst film of the year, number 5 here is Candyman. This might shock a lot of you because I know that the film is liked by a lot of people, and I respect that. I really do. But I don't know. I don't think I posted a full review for the movie because I think I saw it very, very late. But this is it's a dull film. It's a boring film. The story is just kind of thrown together. It feels very just thrown together, and you're just supposed to be immersed into it because of okay direction, I guess, and okay acting. But in the end of the day, I didn't care for the story. I thought it was poorly executed. And by the end of the film, I just thought it was kind of laughable. There's a lot of problems with the movie, and I just didn't care for it. And it just was not a good movie to me. Number 4, the 4th worst movie of 2021 to me, came out very early in the year, and that's Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry was a movie that I didn't think I would hate. I thought I might watch it and get kind of a kick out of it, but I really didn't. It takes what you know from the Tom and Jerry animated show, and it adds that into a film mixed with a plot that's just very kiddie, very dumb, very, very stupid, with just stupid idiot characters who aren't very realistic, bumbling around through this stupid film. Chloe Grace Moretz plays a non-likable character that you cannot get yourself invested into because the first time you meet her, she's doing quite a despicable thing and screwing people over, and it's just, it's just something that I don't think is very admirable, and I don't think the film is very admirable. And for the short runtime that it is, it's hard to get through. It's hard to watch at points. The animation and the live action, it really doesn't fit very well together. It wasn't funny. That was the thing. All the humor just fell flat, and it was kind of like nails on a chalkboard through the whole film. Speaking of dull and nails on a chalkboard, let's talk about my number 3 pick for the worst film of the year. That is Chaos Walking. Chaos Walking, by the trailers, looked really good. I thought the trailers to this were great. And when you watch the film, it's anything but that. It's extremely boring and dull. Not a lot happens. Tom Holland, his character, he says the character's name in the film about 50 times. He just keeps repeating it in his head, and we just, as an audience member, have to listen to it. And it's horrible. It's just a dull film. The story is dull. The big villain of the movie is just like, it's just the most cliched, stupid, unoriginal, basic thing you could expect. And look, the movie has a killer sound mix. I mean, when I watched this on 4K Blu-ray, I'm not going to say it was a bad quality picture and sound, but the film and the characters. It's the most one of the most dull things you could watch. This and Candyman are probably the most dull films on this list. Number 2 for me is a movie that I despised. I hated this film. Spiral from the Book of Saw. Weirdly enough, when I watched this the week before, I binged all the Saw movies for the first time, and I actually really liked them a lot. To be honest with you, I really like that series, and I think John Kramer is one of the best horror icons out there, even more than the puppet. John Kramer himself is fantastic, and I love that character. Spiral spits in the face of John Kramer. It spits in the face of the Saw legacy, and basically Spiral is a dollar store version of a Saw movie. It's horribly written. The torture stuff felt forced. None of it felt organic. It didn't feel like a Saw movie at times. It just didn't work at all. Period. The twist, the story in it, it's just like, what are you doing? You're totally spitting on the legacy of John Kramer in the film, and it just didn't work. I hated it. Hated it. But number 1 is a film that I hate as well. Watched it on 4K Blu-ray for the first time. I picked it up. I didn't know how it would be, and that's Voyagers. Voyagers is the worst movie of the year for me. This film is... I don't even know how to put it into words. It feels like it's written by high school kids that think they're cool. And it's horrible. It's like you have this film, and if you guys have never even heard of it or seen it, don't even bother, because it's a train wreck. Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose, is in this. She's doing what she can, but the characterization in this is just it's just garbage. And it's like these two, they're on this ship, and some of the kids are bad and some of the kids are good. There's some weird sex stuff that happens in it that feels totally uncomfortable and is just never touched on again. It blew my mind how this movie was greenlit. It really was a mess, and it's a shame Colin Farrell has his name attached to this. It's really bad, and that poor kid from Ready Player One is the lead in this, and he's doing what he can as well. But nothing can save this embarrassment of a film, which is Voyagers. But yeah, guys, look, those are my top 5 worst of the year. If I'm going to throw in some dishonorable mentions, look, Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City, not great. F9, not great. Pig, Nicolas Cage is really good, but the movie itself, it's just very dull and lifeless. Nothing really happens, and it was just not very good. House of Gucci, not for me. Those are really the biggest dishonorable mentions that I could put in here. But yeah, guys, comment down below. Have you seen any of these films? Do you disagree with me? Comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Sunday. Tomorrow or Sunday, I plan to post my review for Nightmare Alley. I did see it, and I didn't love it, and I want to tell you guys why. So definitely come on over and check that out, and a couple other things coming in the future. It's Oscar season, baby. So a lot of these Oscar films, they really didn't do it for me, and I don't think they did it for a lot of people either. Some of them yes, but some of them no. So we'll see what happens with that. You can follow me on Instagram at KingOfRises131, and you can also follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72. More on those in the description of this video. But guys, that's about it for me. And I want to thank you so much for watching this video and all the videos you've watched on the channel. Thank you so much for doing so. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, come around, stick around, and join us for the fun. Guys, that's been it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.